The overall experience was really positive, I felt. Jamie and Michael made it easier than we thought it would be. We knew it would be a long job, we knew it would be stressful, but nothing seemed to be too much trouble for them, and they guided us through it really well. Whenever a problem arose, they overcame it really, really well. So I found the experience to be as positive as it could have been, I think. I would highly recommend Sawmills. I think the level of workmanship, I think the level of professionalism, but also the friendly approach is excellent. They're always accessible, and we didn't feel fed up having them around. In fact, we missed them. Now they're gone, to be honest. We were looking for a house. We were looking to downsize, and we wanted a renovation project. The place we had seen originally fell through, and we found this place, which was probably bigger than we had been looking for. And it was in a different area to what we were looking at, but we just liked the bare bones of the place. We could see the potential in this old Georgian building, which needed an awful lot done. It was clear we were going to need builders who knew what they were doing, and we thought this could be a really great project to do. It could look great. It actually has surpassed our expectations. We couldn't be happier with it. We had dealt with building companies a long time before, but we had to start from scratch. It had been such a long time since we used anybody. So we got a couple of recommendations. We met with them. We were not quite sure, having met them, and then somebody recommended Sawmills. And when Michael came to see us, we just felt he was just really natural. He was friendly, but not overly pushy. He made it sound like it was doable, and it was clear that he was somebody we could work with, and that proved to be the case. He was really accessible. There was never any friction. There were some, obviously, moments in the jobs where difficult decisions needed to be made, but he made those decisions quite easy to make, and I always felt that we were working together. There were never any points where we were at conflict or didn't regret for 1 minute getting Michael and his team in to do the job. So prior to getting Sawmill's name, we had a couple of companies come and give us a quote. And after we got those quotes, we started to wonder whether we'd made a mistake with the size of this place and whether we were going to actually be able to do it in budget. When Michael came, we told him what our budget was. I'm not going to say that we stuck to that budget because this job was actually bigger than we thought it would be, but I have to say I'm very happy with the price. I think the price was reasonable. Everything was always talked about in advance. The final budget, I think, was well worth it. It was good value for what we got. A big job like this takes a long time to really start to see things happening. You just got to be used to that. But we knew what the plan was going to be. We had a good architect on board. We were having regular site meetings, which are always positive meetings, and even when the difficult stuff was getting done, the downtakings and things at the start, we could see where we were going all the way along. Michael was always contactable. He was always available to sort of tell us what he thought, where things were going. The team on the ground were always great. They never minded us coming and going. Would always answer questions and talk to us about things. Probably about halfway through the job, you really started to see things coming together, and we knew then it was going to look really special, and so it has proved to be. Communication with the team was very easy, and we made sure with our architect that we were going to have site meetings on a regular basis. And Jamie, the foreman, was always there, as well as Ryan, one of the other guys from the management team, and Michael would most often be there as well. And the communication was great. Over and above that, I was probably speaking to them most days by telephone and communications, sending pictures and things. If there were any questions, they would get answered straight away. So there were never any major mistakes made because the communication I felt was so good. The quality of work was second to none, and it's just there to be seen. Not just the things that you can see on the surface, but the stuff that was being done as it was all put together. We could tell that it was all being done really well. And I think that if you just look at the finish, it really is superb. It's immaculate. We saw the guys on the job as they were going through it, because we were coming and going quite a lot, and you could tell that they knew exactly what they were doing. I just feel they worked really hard to try and get it right, and that there were some tricky bits to do with the insulation and some of the joinery, which they really pulled out all the stops to get them right, and we feel the benefit now. I mean, with an air source heat pump in an old property, the place has to be properly insulated, every bit of it, and all. It really has been done to a really high standard. The life is a lot less stressful now the project's completed. Doing a big building job is a stressful thing. We've done stuff before, nothing nearly as big as this, and you forget how much of your life it takes up. If you've got a good building team on board, it makes it manageable. I'm very, very glad it's finished. I did enjoy it, though, while we were doing it, because I think Sawmill's made it an enjoyable experience. We did feel that we worked together and we knew where we were going and we got what we wanted.